Solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes in front of the sun, so that the earth falls into the shadow cast by the moon, whereas lunar eclipse takes place when the earth is positioned directly between the sun and moon. The days of the week are named after celestial bodies, which are Monday, Moon's Day; Tuesday, Tuesday; Wednesday, Woden's Day; Thursday, Thor's Day; Friday, Freya's Day; Saturday, Saturn's Day; Sunday, Sun's Day. A day on the planet Venus is longer than a year. This is because the planet takes 225 days to orbit around the Sun, whereas it takes 243 Earth days to spin on its own axis. Eris, planet discovered in 2005, is the reason for the planet Pluto to be relegated to the 10th place. It was declared a planet from being a dwarf planet. Eris, named after the goddess of discord, is the 9th largest body to orbit the Sun. Asteroids are metallic or rocky bodies with no atmosphere. The majority of them are located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter and are in various shapes and sizes. Ceres is largest, almost 1,000 kilometers across, qualifying as a dwarf planet, while Dimorphos is the smallest, about 85 meters in radius. Dark matter is a hypothetical mass which accounts for nearly 80% of the matter in the universe. It is termed dark because it is difficult to detect, as it does not absorb, reflect, or emit electromagnetic radiation, like light. Without this matter, some galaxies could not be formed and others would not have moved around. Tides. The rise and fall of sea levels is the combined effects of the gravitational forces of the Sun, Moon, and rotation of the Earth. In high spring tide, the gravitational forces of the Sun and Moon act in concert, thereby causing extreme movement. At low neap tide, the Sun and Moon are at right angles to each other, which cancels out some of the Moon's effect. Ursa Major is the third largest constellation known for the asterism of its 7 stars, and sometimes also called as the Big Dipper or the Plough. Whereas Ursa Minor constellation, also known as Little Bear, is very important for marine navigation because of its brightest star, Polaris, being the North Pole star. Roman calendar was divided into 3 sections of the month based on lunar cycle. Calends were the first days of each month, new moon, ides, full moon, fixed for the 15th of some months, and nones, half moon. The Ides of March corresponds to the 15th of March, the day of Julius Caesar's assassination. Stars are classified by the color of light that the stars emit. The classifications are ranked as O, B, A, F, G, K, and M from the hottest to the coolest. Perseids and Leonids are the 2 most famous meteor showers. Perseids seemingly derives its name from the constellation Perseus, hence Perseids, and Leonids from the constellation Leo, hence Leonids. The visibility of Perseids is around 12th of August and the Leonids is around 17th of November in each year. Jupiter's moon Europa may be the most likely known candidate for extraterrestrial life because, against all expectations, there is likely liquid water below its cracked and frozen surface. Europa, much smaller than Earth, may host a deep ocean that researchers suggest could contain twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans combined. Every planet in the outer solar system, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, has a ring system. But the rings differ from planet to planet. Saturn's spectacular halo, made in part of sparkly, reflective water ice, is not repeated anywhere else. Instead, the rings of the other giants are likely made of rocky particles and dust. There could be a giant planet lurking far beyond Neptune. Several teams are now on the search for this theoretical Planet 9, and research suggests it could be located within the decade. Neptune is roughly 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth, and it gets correspondingly less heat and light. But it radiates far more heat than it's taking in and has far more activity in its atmosphere than planetary scientists would suspect, especially compared to nearby Uranus. The Moon is the farthest from Earth that we've ever sent humans, and it's both mind-bogglingly distant and incredibly close depending on how you think about it. 8 enormous planets could fit between here and there, and yet according to NOAA, the distance from Earth to the Sun is more than 390 times the distance from the Earth to the Moon. We've been exploring space for more than 60 years, and have been lucky enough to get close-up pictures of dozens of celestial objects. Most notably, we've sent spacecraft to all of the planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, as well as 2 dwarf planets, Pluto and Ceres. Pluto has icy mountains that are 11,000 feet, 3,300 meters, high, indicating that Pluto must have been geologically active as little as 100 million years ago. But geological activity requires energy, and the source of that energy inside Pluto is a mystery. The Sun is too far away from Pluto to generate enough heat for geological activity, and there are no large planets nearby that could have caused such disruption with gravity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.